fresh coffee. So a little worried yesterday getting that burnt one, but $3.45 for a large hot black coffee. It's gonna be fresh. All right, coffee achieved. It is fresh. Much appreciated. I was worried, but yeah, we're good to go. A moment of truth here. I'm not gonna stand out in the sun. Yesterday, you know, usually the sun is at this time of the day shining down. I got a little protection here by Sherwin-Williams and Duncan. It's a fresh one. And man, that when it's burnt, I mean, even though it was hot, it was burnt yesterday. It was so hard to drink. Welcome to today's video as the recording of this Friday, TGIF May the 9th, 2025. Gonna cover a couple of sales, go to some familiar spots, and is Nintendo, could they actually brick your console? And there's a huge sale on Arcade Went Up. Yeah, we're talking Arcade Went Up. Here's the sun. Here comes the sun. Little Beatles. Fast and Furious. Good deal going on. Current temperature 69 degrees, sunny, low of 35. It got cool at night. They were calling for some rain. I was actually kind of hoping, but might be actually mowing the lawn, cutting the grass for the first time in 2025 tomorrow. And the rush hour begins. Into the greater Milwaukee area at a dead stop. I always like it when the opposite direction's actually moving and we're just sitting here. And I made it through the rush hour traffic. Decided to pull off a little earlier and stop at Hobby Lobby. The 50% off of wall decor marked home decor ends tomorrow, May the 10th. So if you're watching this on Saturday, stop over, check out online, and find something 50% off. Unfortunately, nothing new on the reduced pricing. This is not the Hobby Lobby we were at earlier in the week, but I thought, you know, come in here and, gosh, that reminds me of the Mario at Target. I don't know if I've ever noticed this light before. $8.99. He's kind of saying, yes, don't brick my Nintendo. We will get into that, but I just wanted to share the before and after when it's lit, when it's not lit. Originally $17.99, $8.99. So yeah, half off. Don't brick my Nintendo Switch. Also, football season right around the corner. Training camp starting. I mean, where is the time going? $1.12. Hustle, hit, never quit. $4.99. Yeah, baseball season pretty much. Well, the NBA playoffs, NHL playoffs, running the show right now. What is this, Vegas? Downtown Vegas. Yeah, pretty cool. The strip. And it's labeled gifts, so yeah, something like this. Only $18.99 actually for this. Something like this size is what I was looking for. You know, a couple of weeks ago, I was looking for about some kind of a picture that was wide like this, and I wasn't sure what it was. That's close. I don't know. You know, the closest I've ever been to the Vegas Strip is at the airport. You know, you can see the whole thing from the plane. Fast and Furious on sale right now. I guess this is a good time to talk about it. Now, Fast and Furious was available, then sold out, available, sold out at the $5.99 price. Well, they're knocking $50 off. I can't believe there's still Fast and Furious cabs. I stated that they were making more, and I was told there's no way. I don't know where these are coming from, but they are down to $549.99. You know, the days of $3.99 are over with. If you're looking for this cabinet, $50 off, $549.99. Put it this way, I paid $5.99 for mine when it did come out, but I put all that, you know, the racing gaming box in. I put the 19-inch monitor, the new marquee, and I ordered the new PC build. So if you get this and you're not, there's a little bit of a gameplay action here. If you're not in love with basically the 1.5 games this comes with, you can always do the PC build, throw in everything, and still get these games back. So I am excited to get that so I can play these again, because I lost them when I did the racing box. They have more over here too, plus this new Chevy. I kind of want to focus on the cars right now because of Fast and Furious. I'm not sure about the PC build from Buy Stuff, Pre-orders, I think you had to get that in by the end of April, then they'd ship early May, so it should be arriving very soon. I was just thinking about that on my way here, going, just a matter of time, and we'll be checking that out. Playing Batman on Fast and Furious, playing Road Blasters, and getting the Fast and Furious games back. Ooh, this is cool. Labeled Spring Shop. I haven't seen this one. $21.99, so you can take 40% off of that one. So $13.19. Kinda, I don't know, would you say that's Xbox vibe? Maybe PlayStation? I'm gonna say Xbox. It's kind of like the Target car, and they have the Chevy set. A lot of car stuff. I like this. You know, if this was blue or like a purple, I think it would look perfect. I don't know about the car, but just the color scheme, I think would look perfect. But yeah, something like that. That's what I'm looking for. I just don't know what it is. Oh, and there's a huge sale on the Jurassic Park, $9.99. So originally, this was $19.99. You know, you have the 50% off, but they're just throwing. They want it out. They want to sell this last one. So if you see this, $10. That is, what's this hanging up? It's just got the one, you put the nail. Perfect. Might be the last time we see this. That car has a ton of stuff in it. Holy cow. For a little Civic like that at Mayfair Mall. Before I kind of commit to waiting to spend my $5 monthly GameStop reward points. Stop over here, we'll just see if there's anything here, but pretty much I decided that I was going to put it towards Power Rangers Readers Rewind, the actual physical copy on the 30th. And taking the escalator to the second floor as usual. And standing here under the sunlight. I mean, look at these windows up here. Sun just shining right in here for a good minute and a half, waiting for somebody to give us a little bit of elevator action. Will it go? Will it move? There we go. Elevator action on a Friday night. And the Star Wars stuff's still present at this GameStop. Wanted to see if they had the Dr. Doom mask here and what else we could find. A little bit more Star Wars theming at the mall. There's that new Spawn figure. Okay, so this Venom was showing up out of stock online right next to, how fitting, Secret Wars #8, but it is at Best Buy, and it is at this, is this the autograph series? It is at this GameStop, so this is the, oh, there it is, look it. So there's McFarlane, Todd McFarlane's autograph right there. That is pretty cool. So it's the same price as this one, but you know, if you can find the autograph series, these ones don't have it. You get his autograph. Oh man, I wish I wouldn't have saw this. I remember, jeez. Okay, there's two of them. I need some time to think about this. So this is something I saw. Gosh, it might have been almost a year ago. It was actually at this very location, and I mean, this is perfect. This is something you could put in the arcade. So it's $23.74 for Pro. Take the $5 off. So I was commenting back to Fourth Horseman today, and I decided, you know what? Well, we kind of decided, let's do X-Men. We're gonna do X-Men on Arcade 1-Up for the stream this week. Tomorrow night, Saturday. This would look perfect in the arcade. But think about it. The fact that there's two here, I'm gonna hold off. We'll see. What else do they have here? The Captain America Secret Wars. There's a X-Men 97 we haven't seen for a long time. Oh, sorry, Cap. He's okay. He's okay. Titania and Beyonder. Good job, Cap. Okay, not only do they have a bunch of Beetlejuice, this is the first time I have seen Daredevil. Okay, this is cool. I knew coming in here would be challenging not to pick anything up. That's pretty cool. I just don't have a spot for everything. Let's see what the backside is. We might not ever see this again. Just bought the Daredevil t-shirt here when Double Pro Week was happening. Next to Captain America. Gosh, There's a Red Hulk shirt. Hey, what's up? Now, yesterday we came across Dr. Fate, and they have the Super Friends here. So, I got all mine except the Chase, at Target. These are now not only online, but at physical GameStop. So, if you missed out at Target, check GameStop. They'll be showing up along with the Two-Face and Dr. Fate. I think I was talking about this yesterday. I think it was Superman. I think Superman was the third. Not 100% on that, but I want to say it was Superman, Two-Face, and Dr. Fate. The gentleman was just telling me that they had the Doctor Doom mask here. We saw it yesterday. In the previous video, they have a cool Captain America shield. I'll show it in a second. It's already sold. So if you see the Doctor Doom, I know I'm chancing it, and I say that I'm trying to talk myself out of buying it. It's not so much the money. I mean, it is some money, but it's not. It's where am I gonna put it? Like, where is this gonna like reside if I buy it? And that's what I'm trying to like talk myself out of. We were just talking about, you know, with all the McFarlane, all the DC stuff that he's making. You know, will he be doing it next year? I think he will be. There's so much coming out. I think they're just getting us to just spend more money. I am banking that we'll see McFarlane doing DC next year. Yeah, I mean, this isn't anything new, but just seeing it from a distance, look at the size of that shield. Actually, a price underneath, $132 or $132.99 or $139.99 if you're not a pro. If the 18 and older, it should be like, you know, 40 and older. I'm sure, you know, it's someone like me is gonna come in here and walk away with this. Oh, this is cool. I don't know if I've seen this one yet. I love how they have the Kenner right here. Gosh, there's so much Star Wars stuff left. You know, for like the week, imagine maybe Sunday, we'll kind of do some retheming here and put the GameStop logo back. But it is cool to see how much different Star Wars stuff they have for May the 4th, Return of the 5th, and then Revenge of the 6th. Actually, the last time I saw the Fright figures was at Ollie's. They are, look, they were $14.99, now $12.98, showing up in the clearance section. So if you're lucky enough to come across any of them, I don't like how they, you know, you have this, like if you want to just buy Winston here and just never open them up, it's gonna be like those old Toys R Us, KB Toys stickers on there, but yeah, they're on clearance. If this is still here, maybe we'll come back this weekend. If this is still here, I might pick this up. But the fact that there's two, I feel good about it. I feel confident that I could leave without buying it. I don't want to be like pushed to pick this up out of FOMO. I'm gonna think about it because I kind of made a decision. I know it's only $5 like my reward, but I made the decision. This is what I'm gonna do, you know, at month's end. But I did like this. It's kind of like that Batman LED sign that I have in Lucky's gym. I found it, I bought it. Eventually I'll get this, I just don't know if it's gonna be tonight. Right now, I honestly, I wanna this is what I wanna get. I don't wanna just keep, something like the picture it's not pushing. It's not like I'm like debating between getting another Secret Wars figure or something. It's like the picture, justifiable, so is the game. I like that this is on display because we know what's gonna be here. We know that if you want to pick this up and not have to go on Amazon, it will be here. And where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? She's right here. Just talked about the NES Classic, and if you can never find one or you want to overpay, like they do have these. I mean, it's not officially a Nintendo brand, but I mean it's $60. You see this every time we come here. The old school games. They have all different theming here. For several reasons. The real reason I came out here is I wanted to stop at the Mayfair Best Buy, and that's where we're headed next. Go over some Nintendo news, and I found something really cool that'll take us right back to like the fun times in the 90s. And what kind of triggered that was today is the National Day of Sleeping Over, and being Friday reminded me of, you know, in my teens, sleeping over at a friend's house or a friend coming over to my house, renting some games, some movies, staying up late, and yeah, just kind of reliving those days. And I found some stuff that took me right back. Parked right across the street from Best Buy. Not that I didn't want to go to GameStop, but the reason I didn't buy that X-Men or, you know, anything else is I didn't come out here looking to get something there. I just wanted to stop over there, kind of process, you know, what the plan is, but then yeah, ultimately head over to Best Buy. I should just walk. Also, we'll see if there is a designated area for the Switch 2 at this location. I don't think we have been here to investigate that yet. Oh, those infamous blue steps. Pretty cool though, starting out the video with, you know, a little arcade went up, a little Fast and Furious, you know, months back, years back, a year or two. There were, you know, arcade went up, started off over here, then you would see boxes, and then they moved Pac-Man over here, and now absolutely nothing at this location. And from I can see it. I can see the new Switch 2 area. Nintendo reserves right to brick Switch consoles. Doesn't sound good at all. Nintendo has tightened the reins in users in its newly updated terms and conditions. In an attempt to combat piracy, emulation, or other unauthorized use, the brand modified its Nintendo account agreement and Nintendo account privacy policy. While all gamers with Nintendo accounts will receive an email containing policy information, a report from GameFile says the brand's license for digital products has undergone some changes, around 100 revisions altogether. And it goes on that users are not allowed to lease, rent, sublicense, publish, copy, modify, adapt, translate, reverse engineer, decompile, or disassemble any portion of the Nintendo account services without Nintendo's written consent. And here's the scary thing right here. Nintendo device permanently unusable in whole or in part. So if we try to do any of this and they find out somehow, with all these restrictions, with the 100 that they added in, if they find any of that out, could you imagine like getting the Switch 2 and then it's completely unusable? Account holders in the United Kingdom must agree that Nintendo products are licensed only for personal and non-commercial use, and unauthorized use of digital product may result in the digital product becoming unusable. Another solution, instead of ruining people's devices, which would turn a lot of people away, Nintendo needs to definitely tighten down on its own service. I mean, basically, they could do that. This pretty much sums it all up right here. Like, it's a good market to just say, hey, we'll brick your Switch 2, and they clearly, you know, state this. If you're caught fiddling, the company could render your device useless. Brick it. That is a scary thought. Like, just pretend that, you know, we just talked the NES Classic. I never added anything to mine. I've lived with, you know, for 9 years now, I've lived with the 30 games that came with it. And if that was now, putting all these extra games on there somehow, if they found out and just making either the Switch OLED that I have or the Switch 2, maybe it's just a way to scare people. Just could they really find out? I guess if you weren't connected online, but that is a scary thought that they could just make it into a paperweight. There is a pinball tournament going on with @Games, and I wanted to talk about it because the latest pinball pack, Black Belt Deluxe, is part of the games, and it starts today, goes through Thursday, May 15th. First prize, a $25 gift card, all the way down to 3 random winners getting a $5. So if you're interested in competing with any high scores, sign up with @Games, get notified, get the emails. Season 4, Week 6. I love it. Black Belt Deluxe. And anyone wondering if you actually got an email from Nintendo for signing up for the e-store, I've been saying Nintendo Direct, the e-store, if you wanted to pre-order through Nintendo, get the GameCube controller, get anything through the eShop. I read a comment today that somebody did get notified and was able to purchase anything they could. Anything that was offered, they took advantage of it. So it is possible. Today, the 9th, this is going to go on through the 12th, and then the 13th, it will be a little bit more open for someone like me who doesn't have all the criteria to jump on there and try to pre-order something like the GameCube controller. Pretty low-key Friday night at the Mayfair Best Buy. I mean, just going back 2 years ago, year and a half, we just had a whole aisle of of arcade one-ups over here. I saw Shack Jam here so many times, and you know, the lengths that I went to finally get that cabinet. You know, it was here most of the time. Just saw the McFarlane signature. There's the Venom that's hard to find online. There's so much McFarlane. I don't believe that, you know, not the Marvel, but the DC. I don't believe that this is the final year. I think that whatever Mattel has in mind, it's going to be something completely different. It's not going to be this. This is a McFarlane special, and I think they're going to keep making them. Mattel does kids stuff, and they're not doing this. I don't believe it. You know, you're looking at Mattel, you're looking at McFarlane. And I'm happy to report we did see this from up top, that they do have an area for the Switch too. So the last time we were here, there was all Switch games over here. They have moved those and designated a spot for the Switch 2, and I'm guessing this is where Pac-Man was. That, yeah, it's on this side too. So wherever the usual Switch, where the games, which is over here. Okay, so they shuffled with the collectibles for over here. They put the regular Switch. So this is the new look. They put everything they had from the OG, the OLED over here, and in under a month they're gonna open this up. It'll be Switch 2. It's awesome. This is very cool, and you know, it might not sit well with you know, bricking something like this, as we don't even have this yet. For people who wanna get the most out of something that they pay for, I gotta stay out of that. Like, I don't mod like that, but I know others do. But you know, it's risky. I don't know if they're actually gonna go through with it, but with all these agreements, and you know, it's not like they're gonna say we didn't warn you, but we'll see what happens. I can't wait till they open this up. 18 things that made every 90s kid feel cool instantly. This takes me right back. It's just like it's 1994, call it. Look at the Rock. Pagers. Look at the page 316. I mean, he's just a kid. The Discman. Remember hooking that into your car? This is the first CD player I had. Not only the first CD player I had, but the first way to listen to CDs in my Buick LeSabre. That was my first car. It was a 1990 Buick LeSabre. I don't even know what this is. I remember seeing this. And then we have the ads, of course, the Furbies, the windbreaker jackets. Nothing like the 90s windbreaker jackets. The Slinkies, Nickelodeon slime, which okay, it was never like slime. You know, like, you can't do that on TV. That was different than, you know, going up to those capsules that you put the quarter in, and you know, you get the slime capsules or the ooze. This was different, but still, Nickelodeon was known for their slime. You think Double Dare, laser tag at birthday parties, definitely huge in the 90s. GAC, never got into this, but I remember it. Nickelodeon, another factor of slime. Of course, the N64 console, something that I never had in the 90s, and now I have 2025 thanks to Moat. Look at all the different colors for the N64. Beanie Babies. Beanie Babies were just huge collectors. I mean, just people thought they were going to retire from them. Atari, Silly Putty, which you could argue the 90s, also the 80s. I recall having Silly Putty. The thing about Silly Putty, the second you take it out of that little capsule, the egg, it was perfect. You use it once, you could never put it back in that shape again. Goosebumps books. PlayStation. This right here is so cool. I just kind of stopped today and just stared at this. Go back to what, 97, 98. Polly Pockets, oh yeah, remember Polly Pockets. Lisa Frank's School Supplies. Okay. Troll Dolls gets #1. Yeah, it's just such like mid-90 vibes here. A little early with the windbreakers. And of course, you know, the Silly Putty was kind of 80s, but I don't know, Atari. I don't know if Atari was a 90s thing, but you know, the N64 sure was. One of the biggest topics from the NES video we just did was if they made a mini Dreamcast or they made a mini N64, we would all get that. Anything Nintendo does, it's like we want it. And you bring back any of the nostalgia. Heck, if I came across a PlayStation Mini, I would pick it up. You know, when we hit those collectible stores, when I see stuff, the Sega, the PlayStation, I'm gonna grab it. It's just, it's a nostalgia grabber. Even if I'm not 100%, you know, fan of the game options on there, it's still the PlayStation 1. And I remember getting the PlayStation 1. It came down between the PlayStation and N64. I went PlayStation. And then Xbox, GameCube, Xbox 360, arcade went up. That's, well, Nintendo Mini, arcade went up. It's kind of the rotation for me. Wonder if we'll see more of the Daredevil. See, so it was the Daredevil at GameStop, and then, which is probably around the $30 mark. I didn't look at the price. And that X-Men poster. That's kind of like what's on my radar. We'll see if FOMO gets the best of me this weekend, but I made it tonight without getting anything, guy. I get Captain Cold just kind of staring him down. That's gonna do it for today. Kind of got this right in the, right when you're walking out, it's kind of a little barricade. I think this is probably one of those concrete, yeah, it's one of those concrete poles. Interesting that's right. Must have had people drive through here at one point. I really thought of that. Pretty low key. Yeah, we said that walking in. Different vibe on a Friday. I want to thank everybody for watching. I hope you have a great weekend. We have X-Men Saturday night, the 10th. Kind of a call. I decided I was going to do something on the Switch. We've been doing a lot of Switch. We've been talking a lot of Switch. How could you not? But I don't know. There's just something about wanting to play X-Men, or maybe it has something to do with the Doomsday, Avengers Doomsday movie. Kind of some of the news I heard, all the figures we see. X-Men's on my mind, so I think we'll play 2 games of X-Men Saturday. So if you have the arcade one of X-Men or you want to hang out, stream's going to be 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern, and 6 p.m. Pacific. Mountain Time probably 7. I think Mountain Time is an hour behind Central. Nonetheless, thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Oh my gosh. For the first time ever, we didn't talk to Shaq. I just remembered now. I just realized it. I could go back in. They put up with a lot. You know, I was upstairs filming. I came back down. Couple gentlemen came up asking if they could help me with something. They see that I'm doing a video, and then they're like, "I'm not gonna waste our time with this guy. I'm not gonna do it to him again." Oh my gosh! 6/17. I forgot to say hi to Shaq. Shoot. I don't know if he's gonna get over this one. And I read something today that Shaq owns a ton, and I mean a ton, of Five Guys restaurants. I'm just trying to make up for it, Shaq. I'm hyping, get a burger this weekend, go to Five Guys, do it for Shaq, do it because I forgot to say hi to Shaq.